I saw that a lot of people graduated from K21 Academy and they got a full-time offer. If I couldn't join a K21 Academy, I will never have this offer right now. I'm very happy because there are a lot of practical things that we can do, like a lot of labs. My full name is Nazifullah Hanan, and people usually call me Nazif. So I have been here in the USA since last 7 years. I came to USA in 2017 from my home country, from Afghanistan. So once I've been here, I started going to American River College. Once I finished American River College, I got my associate degree, and then I transferred to California State University, and fortunately this last May I got my bachelor's degree in computer science. So actually did an internship with Zebra Technology as a software engineer intern in May 2023. It was like for 3 months. And I was working remotely from my home. Our main office was in New York City. So after that, I actually applied to some roles, some full-time roles, but they were requiring 2 years or 3 years experiences. So I added some projects, and I also added my internship into my resume. And once I heard from K21 Academy, and I was very eager to go to the cloud domain. So I joined the K21 Academy in June 2023. And so currently I'm almost done with K21 Academy, and I applied to some jobs in the cloud domain. And fortunately, I got an offer as an infrastructure engineer with California Victim Compensation Board. So I was actually eager to work in the cloud domain. So I searched online to find a good course that I could learn something, and I could gain some practical knowledge in a cloud domain. So I found that K21 Academy is the best location for me, and I also did some research and I found a good reviews about the K21 Academy, and I saw that a lot of people graduated from K21 Academy and they got a full-time offer as infrastructure engineer or cloud architect or AWS engineer, whatever they wanted. So that was the case. I joined K21 Academy. I'm very happy with. So there were like a live session, and I was able to ask the trainer that whatever I didn't understand during the session. And also there were a lot of labs and practical projects. I did a lot of labs, and that helped me a lot to finally get my full-time job as an infrastructure engineer. So I'm overall very happy. If I talk about my experience overall, I'm very happy because there are a lot of practical things that we can do, like a lot of labs. Every lecture we studied, there were a lot of labs in that lecture, and then I went to the labs and I did my labs, and I got a very good understanding of what I learned from the lecture. So overall, I'm very happy. So beside of labs, there are almost like 12 projects, which are very practical projects, and I could do all the projects, and that helped me a lot. So overall, I'm very happy. So it could help me a lot. Yeah, so actually, I applied to the jobs. Applied to a lot of jobs, and I heard from some of them, but I didn't heard from some of others. From this job that I got the offer, so I received an email and they said we want to do an interview with you. After that, I immediately shared my job description along with my resume with the K21 Academy support team. So I asked them to help me that what kind of questions I will be asked during my interview. And Atisha helped me a lot, and she provided me a lot of resources, online resources. She sent me some links, and she told me you have to study these resources, and you might ask for these resources. And she also provided me some problems that she said that you will be asking these kind of problems. So that helped me a lot. I went through all the resources that I received from the K21 Academy. I studied everything, and I also studied the questions and answers that were provided from K21 Academy. And that helped me a lot to finally, my interview was very good, and finally land my dream job. Exactly, yeah. One of the most important thing with K21 Academy is the support team. So whenever I face with some problem, or for example, I received an interview call. So before that, I didn't understand that how to prepare myself for the interview. What resources do I need? Like what kind of questions I will be asked during the interview. So this was very easy for me to share my job description along with my resume with the support team, and they helped me a lot. And they directly told me that these are the resources you can study and they will help you a lot. Please study these topics and don't waste your time. Don't study these things, study these things. So that is one of the important aspects with K21 Academy, that whenever you want something in the technical part or from the support team, they can help you a lot. And that helped me a lot. And that was the reason that I was able to get my job. So the interview I received from California Victim Compensation Board, I sent an email to them and asked them that what kind of question I will be asked during the interview. And fortunately, I received a feedback from them, and they said you will be asked like three kind of questions: technical questions, behavioral questions, and situational questions. So the interview took like 1 hour. There were like five panel members in my interview, and they asked it about technical questions, they asked behavioral questions, and they asked situational questions. So they asked like for example, if you faced with this kind of problem, how would you solve this? What approach would you take? And additionally, they also asked me some technical question. They said like which orchestration tools you have used. Or for example, they say that what are some of the best practices for securing cloud infrastructure? So these were the questions. Since I was ready, I have already received resources from K21 Academy before, and I was completely ready, and I could answer all of the questions, and my interview was very good, and finally I got the offer. Yeah, so currently I got my offer. So I want to grow in the cloud technology, in the field of the cloud. So I actually planned my exam as an uh, associate solution cloud architect for upcoming December. So I've already scheduled my exam. Currently, I'm getting ready for my exam. I'm studying resources in cloud. There are a lot of questions provided by K21 Academy. So I'm studying those questions. So once I get my certification as solution cloud architect, so my jobs that I got offered, they are mostly working with the Azure domain. So I'm also currently studying and with the Azure to be familiar with the Azure environment also. So I want to grow in the cloud technology, in the field of the cloud, and will get some more certification in the future. So I'm very happy. So if I think that if I couldn't join the K21 Academy, I will never have this offer right now. So that was the reason. I'm very happy with the overall with the K21 Academy from the trainer. They are very experienced. They teach us the way that we should learn everything. And also the resources they provide for us. There are a lot of labs. There are a lot of online resources, a lot of study materials. Beside of that, there are a lot of practical projects. If a person wants to learn cloud technology, if they follow all the things that K21 Academy provides for them, I'm 100% sure that they will get their dream jobs. And I'm also sure that they will get whatever they want from the cloud. So overall, I'm very happy with the cloud. So I will rate K21 Academy like 5 star. Yeah, of course. So my advice for them is to first of all, they have to participate in the online session because I personally participated in all the online sessions because whenever they have some problems, they can ask the trainer during the session, and they know how the trainer teach them. Beside of that, they have to do all the labs. Whenever they finish one topics, they has to go to that specific labs. There are a lot of labs about that specific topics that the trainer teach for them. They have to do all the labs, and that help a lot to gain practical information. For example, if they just watch the videos and don't do practical, then I'm not sure. I'm sure that they will not learn and the thing they want. So my advice for them is to do a lot of practical works, to do all the labs, all the projects, and beside of them also has to study the theory. So whenever they are not familiar with something, they have to go to the theory. There are slides, PPT slides. They have to study PPT slides and then do practical works, do the labs, and do the project, and that will help them to gain their practical knowledge.